We had this last weekend. Oh my gosh. Hey Jenna, watch this.
No,
look. We had this weekend.
No.
Yeah, I wonder what happened here.
Don't worry. We had this weekend people staying in the Freedom House and in the Farmhouse. This is our first time to have both houses full of people renting. So they booked it on Airbnb. This guy shot a hole in the doorknob, so we're gonna have to deduct that from this thing. Ow, that's sharp too. Take shoes off. So we actually, we just had the cleaners come and clean. So we tried like getting this on schedule with some cleaners, and we booked it so they would come like right when the people left. And so cleaners came and cleaned it. So we're gonna walk through the house. It actually smells really good in here. This is cool. This is the first time this house has ever been stayed in. How do you turn this oven light on?
Button. Oh, you know what? It was the cleaners that turned it on. I bet when they probably wiped that down because it wasn't open. It wasn't on when I did a sweep.
So yeah, we're checking out the house because first time someone stayed in here. We had the cleaners come. So far so good. Okay, so let me tell you about the doorknob situation over there. That was our fault. My bad to the guest who was staying here. We didn't think this through. We put this keypad lock on here so this actually hooks to Wi-Fi so we can change the codes from our phone, and that way we could change codes whenever new guests come in. We thought that's great. We didn't think about there's a lock here too, and so the guests came, they checked in, they got their stuff, and they were going down the river. They locked that and closed the door and locked themselves out of the house. So then they sent us a message. They're like, hey, we're locked out of the house. And we were like, how? And our solution was to come drill that out. Now, you can't lock yourself. This doesn't work very good. So yeah, that was one of those things that makes sense. We just never thought about it. There's gonna be a bunch of those kind of things that as we go, we're gonna find more problems. But overall, it was a fixable thing. We sent a guy out here and he just drilled it out, and we'll put a new handle on there that doesn't have a lock, and that shouldn't be a problem again, I think.
I think.
Well, let's go check out the other house. And we ended up renting out both golf carts. Doesn't work great. Rented out both golf carts to the guest, which was cool.
Oh, it's that.
It's a creepy thing up there.
It's the.
We're gonna finish cleaning this thing out, fix some of the falling down insulation, and this room, we're just gonna make it our outdoor storage. So keep golf carts in here, keep gas form in here. We're gonna probably put lawnmowers and weed eaters and stuff like that in here. So yeah, I got a cool little dry area for golf carts. But we're gonna go take these around the resort because I wanna show you the new road we made. Which way is it to the river? Oh, it's that way. Because there's a sign there, but we're gonna go to the house. We're going to Farmhouse real quick. Oh, we got signs up? This place is getting legit. And Farmhouse. So the guests actually said they really liked having the golf carts to get around. They said they left us a review and said it was way easier than if they would have had to drive the truck down to the river. So that's good to hear too, especially since we just worked really hard on that road. Cool. Farmhouse looks awesome as well. All right, these are listed, linked in the description below. If you want to book your stay at the Freedom House and the Farmhouse, we'd love to have you. We are starting to fill up. Our schedule's filling up with guests, which is really cool. And this was our first kind of test weekend where we'd see how it goes with both houses full, and it went over pretty well. And once we fix that doorknob, we know that problem won't happen again. So yeah, come stay with us. It's freaking awesome. Leaving the Farmhouse, and we're gonna head to the river now. I wonder which way we go though. Oh, there's a sign there too, in a Texas bucket. We just put up some temporary signs for now. Make sure we like the location and like the way they look, and then we'll eventually probably get some nice signs made and sink them in the ground. Trying to figure all this stuff out. So we're gonna go down here past the Freedom House, which we put a sign up there, but it's too small. I'm gonna get a bigger one. Jenna just ordered it. We're gonna go down here to the river on our brand new road, which is passable in your sedan, but I wouldn't recommend it. Trucks will do it just fine, but you know what's easier? Golf carts, and you're in luck. We have golf carts. And we put up rocks so hopefully you don't run off the side of this road here. Oh, this road is so nice and big. We brought all the base in. This is still base that we used from blowing up the big road going down to the river. This is a different part of the resort. They're coming together. The big road is across the valley over there. So this road is not going to be driven by huge trucks, so we didn't need to make it like crazy big like the other one. This is just going to be down to the river on this road. So single lane road, going down the hill. You do it in a golf cart or truck. It's pretty sweet. They're hammering. Oh man, we're gonna pass those guys. Culvert over there. We got pool water on this side of the road, so it's hammering the rocks. We can get a culvert underground right there on that part of the road. And which way to the river? Which way to the river? Oh, there's another sign to the river. Thank goodness. We stopped before we got to the river to go to tiny house, because look, it's insulated. We got all the insulation up, and we got a back porch roof put on. Look at this. So this was the slab you saw us pouring in a couple of videos ago. We got the back porch roof put on. It's wired for lights. We have a box, you can't see it, but there's a box here on the side for hot tub power. If we get a hot tub, I don't know if we're going to or not. I think we will eventually, but not anytime soon. Or also just a grill, put a grill here or something. I don't know, trying to figure all this out, but yeah, this is cool. All right, this is just turning into a big update video. Come on guys, there's more. Also, it's been raining a ton and our river's flooding again. It just poured for like 2 days straight and a ton upriver too. Which means probably in another 7 days it's gonna recede and then be perfect freaking tubing. It'll clean itself out and it's gonna be so good for tubing, which is so cool. Last summer, by this time, it was totally dry. There was no tubing. It was the saddest thing ever. We'd had like a 2-year drought. This year it's freaking just flowing awesome. Tubing all summer. But wait, there's more. Come on. Check these out. New Demolition sunglasses. This is a collab with Heatwave, and we just got them. So we had these different style, like a year ago, and they all sold out. We just haven't got more. We finally got a new shipment in, so we got all these glasses. Link in the description below if you want to get you some Demolition sunglasses. These are the style that I wear every day. We just got special Demolition branded ones. Heading out to the range now, because it is, well, not today, it's actually great, but normally it's very hot in Texas and sunny. We've been wanting to put shade out here, and we haven't done it yet because we're just sort of worried about making the wrong decision. But we've been shooting on enough now that I think we have a pretty good idea. We're just going to measure and try to figure it out where exactly it will go. Brandon Herrera was here. So as you can see, there's a sky here. Peeing. And it's usually sunny. And when it's sunny, with this sky, in this area, it gets very hot. The problem is, we don't want to build like some pavilion right there in front, because we shoot normally like 15 yards away from our targets, because it makes it easy for us to get it all on camera. So we don't want to put a thing right there, because then it's like going to block if we want to go back and shoot from the back over there, or even if we want to shoot ARs, like we want to get back 50 yards. So we're trying to figure out what to do. I think we're gonna put 2 off-centered pavilions, one at like 15 yards away, one at like 30 yards away, 40 yards away, I don't know. And then leave the middle open. That was my idea, so you can still go back and shoot far. Or we just make it tall enough that you can shoot through it. We were thinking about just putting pipes in the ground and just putting up some canopies. Like our range at home, we just got canopies everywhere and it looks really cool, but we also have trees. Well, you can shoot through those pipes, we probably wouldn't hit them, right? That wasn't a confident nod. That just kind of ended. We ended up forgetting about the camera. We stayed out there trying to figure it out. We actually got a place where I think we want it. I need to take my auger on the skid steer out there and see if I can even drill down there to put a pipe in the ground. It's like solid rock, so it might be interesting to get through that, but I'm gonna do that later. And if we can, then we're gonna stick some pipes in the ground and put a canopy, and it'll be a pretty easy fix, I think. And not hard to take out if we later decide we hate it. But I'm back actually in the Freedom House right now because we have a guest who just booked. And we usually keep the air at 80, so I came up here and turned it down to actually like 75. We keep it higher when no one's here so it's not burning electricity. But I got it turned down now, so when they get here this evening, it'll be nice and cool in here. And so this is actually a fan who booked, which we've had non-fans. People have no idea about Demolition Ranch, about this property, about what we do here. They don't know us at all, which is cool because we're getting to a whole different group of people, and this was just a convenient spot for them to spend a few nights here. It had nothing to do with us. So it's cool to have that. But also we've had several fans stay here, which is neat too, because they get to be here and see all the stuff they've seen on video, and they get to be in the Freedom House, which is cool because there's some Demolition Ranch stuff around here. And I don't know, that's really awesome to have fans here. But these guys were talking more about themselves. It's a couple and they have a special needs son. They told us about him. And so I can't claim this. This was actually David's idea by way of Clint, by way of me. So David wanted to get them some merch for their son. And so he texted Clint. Clint put a package together and I just brought it all up here. We got them a bunch of stickers. We got him some shirts and a blanket and a couple Demolition Ranch and bunker hats. Got him a signed 50 cal shell. So I think it'll be pretty cool when they walk in this evening after they're tired of driving for a few hours and they come in here and they see that, you know, we went the extra mile because they're fans and we think that's cool. So I like the under promise, over deliver. I'm very thankful for the team I have around me because they have that same motto. And it's just nice to have people who care, who are working with me to make this big dream into a big reality. So appreciate my team. You guys are awesome. Appreciate Heather for booking this place tonight. And I hope you and your family have an awesome time. Also, this is our first handicapped guest. As far as I know. And so I actually have seen a lot of questions, people asking if our house is ADA compliant, if it's handicap accessible. Kind of is the answer. I mean, it's definitely not officially ADA compliant at all. But I would say it's kind of handicap accessible. You can see we have stairs over here, but there is a wheelchair ramp right here. There's a lip though to get in the house. And there's things like that where it's definitely not ADA compliant. It's just a house that I think someone in a wheelchair lived in at one point, because there's some things like that ramp that were obviously built for someone to come up it gradually. The shower, you know, it's got a low lip to get in there, but you can't roll a chair in there because there still is a lip. So it's kind of handicap accessible, but it's definitely not ADA compliant. Hope that sort of answers your question for those who are interested in that. And in the future, of course, with new builds, the goal is to have some completely ADA compliant, handicap accessible places for people to stay. That's just not the case on these old builds that we just kind of happen into. This one's that's the best we got right now. And then also, of course, the property is just a ranch. It's wild. There's rocks and hills, and getting down to the river is tricky on 2 feet, much less in a wheelchair or something. So the property is definitely not ADA compliant. But in the future, that's a goal as well. Let's make it easily accessible for as many people as possible. I want everyone to be able to come out here and enjoy this. So thanks for hanging out with me on kind of a weird episode where I don't actually get anything accomplished. It was sort of just a planning day for me where I'm trying to figure a bunch of stuff out. So thank you for hanging out and bearing with me. I also didn't show you what I did the majority of the day because it was so freaking boring. I have been trying hard all day to convince some insurance company to give us some freaking insurance on this property. And for some reason, no one will do it. These insurance guys sure have a lot of questions. Mind your own business, insurance guy. What do you mean, do we have a lifeguard on duty at the river? No, we don't have. What do you mean, do we shoot guns at my gun range? Yeah, we shoot some guns. They're little, they're tiny guns. They're just like half an inch, 0.5 inches, 0.50, 50 cal sniper rifles. That's it. And then they're like, hey, you don't do explosions though, right? And we're like, yeah, from time to time, yeah, there might be explosions. They're like, why would you have explosions? I'm like, I don't know, man. What are you, the FBI or something? So anyway, there's no insurance on this property. So hey, if you come out here, please don't fall off a cliff. That would be very bad, not only for you, but also for me. I want you to be safe, and I want to not lose the resort. Until I find insurance, then jump off all the cliffs you want. Just kidding. This is a disclaimer for the insurance agents that's watching this. This is just a joke. I don't want anyone to get hurt ever on this property. Thanks for watching this episode of trying to get people to come to my resort. I love you, and I'll see you next time.